A sketch is drawn that is 6 inches by 9 inches. So looking at our model here, the sketch is this orange rectangle. So let's go ahead and label the short length 6 inches and the longer length 9 inches. It is put in a frame of uniform width, so the blue part is the frame with uniform width. If the area of the sketch is equal to the area of the frame, what is the width of the frame? Well, let's first find the area of the sketch. Because it's a rectangle, we know area is equal to length times width, which in this case would be 9 times 6, which equals 54 square inches. We also know the frame has uniform width, but because the width is unknown, let's let the variable x equal the width of the frame, which means in our diagram, this would be x inches, and so with this, and the same is true for every corner. This is x, and this is x inches, and so on. Next, we're told the area of the sketch is equal to the area of the frame. Well, we know the sketch has an area of 54 square inches, which means the area of the frame is also 54 square inches. So the blue area equals 54 square inches, and the orange area is also equal to 54 square inches. Now let's work on determining the dimensions of this larger rectangle, which would be the dimensions of the outside of the frame. So we know this length here is 6 inches. So if this is x inches and so is this longer length here would be 6 plus x inches, or 6 plus 2x inches. And this longer length here would be 9 plus x, or 9 plus 2x inches. And now we'll set up an equation for the area of the larger rectangle, which includes the area of the sketch as well as the area of the frame. So again, we know the area of a rectangle is equal to length times width. So the area of this larger rectangle, A, is equal to the quantity 9 plus 2x times the quantity 6 plus 2x. And we know this product must be the area of the sketch plus the area of the frame, which would be 54 plus 54 square inches. So we'll substitute 54 plus 54 for A, and now we have an equation that we can solve for x. And x will give us the width of the frame. So 54 plus 54 equals 108. So 108 square inches is the total area of the sketch and the frame, and this must equal the quantity 9 plus 2x times the quantity 6 plus 2x. For the next step, let's clear the parentheses from the right side. When multiplying two binomials, we always have four products, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 108 equals, distributing 9, we have 54 plus 18x. Distributing 2x, we have plus 12x plus 4x squared. Because we have a quadratic equation, let's set it equals 0 and see if we can solve by factoring. So let's subtract 108 on both sides. And simplifying, this difference is 0, so we have 0 equals, let's put the squared term first, so we have 4x squared. We have two x terms, 18x plus 12x is 30x, so plus 30x. And finally, 54 minus 108 is negative 54, so we have minus 54. Let's factor the right side. The first step in factoring is to factor out the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor among these three terms is 2. So we factor out 2, we'd have 2 times the quantity 2x squared plus 15x minus 27. Let's continue on the next slide. Now we'll factor the trinomial inside the parentheses. If it does factor, it'll factor into two binomial factors. And because the squared term is 2x squared, in the first positions we'll have a factor of 2x and a factor of x. And now we want to place the factors of negative 27 in the second positions so that the sum of the inner product and outer product is equal to positive 15x. Let's consider the factors of negative 9 and positive 3, as well as the factors of negative 3 and positive 9. If we put minus 9 here and plus 3 here, notice how the outer product is negative 18x, the inner product is positive 3x, and this sum is negative 15x. We want a sum of positive 15x, and therefore we just need to change the sign of the negative 9 and the positive 3. We'll change the minus 9 to plus 9, and we'll change the plus 3 to minus 3. Notice how now the outer product is positive 18x, the inner product is negative 3x, and now the sum is positive 15x, which is what we need. So now we have it factored correctly, we can solve for x. Because this product is equal to 0, the factor of 2x minus 3 must equal 0, or the factor of x plus 9 must equal 0. Notice how we don't get a solution for the factor of 2 because there's no variable in this factor. Solving for x here, we add 3 and then divide by 2. So adding 3, we have 2x equals 3. Dividing both sides by 2, we have x equals 3 halves. Solving for x here, we subtract 9 on both sides, and we get x equals negative 9. But remember, x is a length, and we can never have a negative length. And therefore, for this problem, even though x equals negative 9 is a solution to this algebraic equation, it is not applicable for this application. So our solution is x equals 3 halves, which means 3 halves, or 1.5 or 1.5 inches, is the width of the frame. I hope you found this helpful.